In the glittering world of awards shows, where celebrities gather to celebrate achievements in film and television, moments of sharp wit and unfiltered humor often steal the spotlight. One such unforgettable instance occurred when Wanda Sykes, a seasoned comedian known for her bold and insightful commentary, took the stage to present an award. Her presentation quickly transformed into a lively roast that targeted several fellow comedians, creating buzz and laughter among the audience. Sykes, with her characteristic confidence and timing, used the opportunity to deliver punchlines that were both playful and pointed, highlighting the dynamics within the comedy community. As she began her segment, Sykes expressed gratitude for being chosen to present, but she did so in a way that immediately set a tone of irreverence. She acknowledged the potential controversy surrounding her role, pointing out how her presence as a queer black woman might ruffle feathers among those accustomed to seeing different faces in such positions. This self-aware remark served as a clever setup, drawing attention to issues of representation and diversity in entertainment. By framing her appearance in this context, Sykes not only celebrated her own identity but also subtly critiqued the industry's historical biases, all while keeping the mood light and engaging. Her words resonated with many, as they encapsulated the ongoing conversations about inclusivity in Hollywood, where voices from marginalized communities are increasingly taking center stage. Moving into the heart of her roast, Sykes turned her attention to the nominees for the award she was presenting, which focused on stand-up comedy on television. She started with Bill Maher, a well-known figure in late-night television whose satirical takes on politics and society have made him a staple in the comedy landscape. Sykes praised Maher for his contributions but then twisted the compliment into a humorous plea for moderation. Suggesting that he might consider dialing back his output, her comment played on the idea that sometimes less can be more, especially in a field where overexposure can lead to fatigue. This jab was delivered with affection, underscoring the respect comedians often have for one another even as they poke fun at each other's styles. Maher's work, which often delves into controversial topics with a sharp edge, provided fertile ground for Sykes' wit, allowing her to highlight the balance between prolificacy and restraint in comedic expression. Next, Sykes shifted to Brett Goldstein, another nominee whose charm and distinctive voice have endeared him to audiences. She complimented his handsome appearance and the gravelly timbre of his voice, likening it to that of a supervillain, which added a layer of playful exaggeration to her roast. This imagery evoked scenes from blockbuster films where antagonists captivate with their menacing allure, and Sykes cleverly tied it back to Goldstein's potential in dramatic roles. By suggesting he could have portrayed one of the infamous Menendez brothers, she blended humor with a nod to true crime storytelling that has captivated popular culture. The Menendez case, with its mix of tragedy and intrigue, served as a fitting reference, allowing Sykes to showcase Goldstein's versatility while keeping the audience entertained. Her delivery emphasized how physical attributes and vocal qualities can influence perceptions in both comedy and acting, reminding everyone of the multifaceted nature of performers in the industry. Sykes then addressed Kevin, expressing genuine affection while pointing out an ironic twist in his nomination. She noted that despite being the wealthiest among the nominees, he seemed to crave the recognition the most. This observation touched on the human element of awards shows, where financial success doesn't always quench the thirst for artistic validation. In the competitive world of comedy, where accolades can affirm one's place among peers, Sykes' comment highlighted the universal desire for acknowledgement. It also subtly commented on the disparities in the industry, where some comedians achieve massive commercial success while others strive for critical acclaim. By framing Kevin's eagerness in this way, Sykes added depth to her roast, making it more than just surface-level banter but a reflection on the motivations that drive creative professionals. Continuing her series of roasts, Sykes praised Kumail Nanjiani for breaking stereotypes in comedy. She highlighted how he demonstrates that male comedians can be hilarious without conforming to certain physical expectations, specifically noting his fit physique. Referring to him as jacked, Sykes celebrated Nanjiani's transformation and dedication to fitness, which has been a topic of admiration in entertainment circles. This compliment served to challenge outdated notions about what a comedian should look like, promoting a more inclusive view of body types and humor. Nanjiani's journey from relatable everyman roles to action hero builds provided a perfect example of evolution in one's career, and Sykes' words encouraged appreciation for diversity in all forms. Her roast here was empowering, turning what could be a superficial observation into a statement on representation and self-improvement. Finally, Sykes wrapped up her roast with a nod to Ricky Gervais, who was notably absent from the event. She expressed mock affection for his non-attendance, turning it into a humorous opportunity. By stating that if he won, she would accept the award on his behalf and include thanks to unexpected recipients, Sykes infused the moment with satire. Her mention of thanking God and a specific community added a layer of social commentary, aligning with Gervais' own history of provocative humor. Gervais, known for his boundary-pushing stand-up and hosting gigs, often stirs debate with his takes on sensitive topics, and Sykes' roast playfully engaged with that reputation. The absence allowed her to imagine a scenario where the acceptance speech took an inclusive turn, contrasting perhaps with Gervais' style. This closing bit left the audience chuckling, as it encapsulated the spirit of roasting, teasing while acknowledging the unique contributions each comedian brings to the table. The impact of Sykes' roast extended beyond the immediate laughter it provoked. In an era where comedy is scrutinized for its content and delivery, her performance demonstrated how humor can address serious issues without losing its edge. By targeting nominees with personalized jabs that were rooted in admiration, she fostered a sense of camaraderie among peers. Awards shows like this one often serve as platforms for such moments, where the line between celebration and critique blurs entertainingly. Sykes' ability to navigate this space with grace and sharpness reaffirms her status as a trailblazer in comedy, inspiring upcoming talents to embrace their authentic voices. Reflecting on the broader implications, roasts like this contribute to the evolving landscape of entertainment. They remind us that comedy thrives on observation and exaggeration, often mirroring societal shifts. Sykes' inclusion of themes like diversity and representation adds substance, encouraging audiences to think while they laugh. In the context of television comedy, where formats range from talk shows to scripted series, her presentation highlighted the variety of talent being recognized. Each nominee's work, whether through political satire,